So I was in a bar the other day, and I got talking to this Christian fella, and he was saying I'd overheard him talking about Christianity with some other people there at the bar, and we just got talking as you do, and if you spend enough time in a bar, and it's something that I think he was quite heavily focused on is Christianity, just at this moment in his life at least. We got talking about Christianity and his beliefs. I don't fully subscribe to the notion that it's impolite to talk about religion. I don't think it's impolite. I think it's impolite to make fun of people about their religion, but just talking about it and asking questions and learning things, I don't think is impolite at all. And it's something as well that I am really interested in, is the idea of religion in general. And so he started saying, started asking me, am I a Christian? And I told him that I wasn't. I let him know that I wasn't. He seemed a little bit confused by it, and I quickly found out that debating Christianity or religion in person is a lot different to debating online, because when you're debating online, it's almost as if the person that you're talking to isn't real, and you kind of depersonalise the person. They're faceless. But when you tell someone that you are an atheist in person, you see the expression in their face, and it can be that they're hopefully not angry, but that they're upset, or that they're confused, or kind of get a little bit defensive about it. And I can understand, because people that are religious, it means a lot to them. It must do. If you believe that a belief in God, any God, will determine what happens to you after you die, when you find out that someone isn't religious, automatically you must think that they're going to go to hell. So if I really believe that, and I meet someone, they're not religious, I think they're going to go to hell, that's going to really upset me or affect me. So yeah, debating on YouTube, debating on the internet is very different to talking to someone in person. We were having a really nice conversation before that. He was polite. I was trying to be polite as well. Hopefully I came across as polite. But it transpired that he was a recovering heroin addict, and he was asking questions like, well, what do you think happens after we die? What do you think? How do you think we got here? And all the usual questions. And I let him know my answers. Basically, I think that after we die, it's a very similar experience to how things were before we were born. We're just not conscious. And if I was to say that I'm not afraid of that prospect, then I'd be lying. It's something that I think about a little bit. I would love to believe that we go to heaven. That would be really, really nice to think that you're reunited with everyone after you die. But unfortunately, I can't believe it. I can't choose what I believe. I just have to believe what I believe. I have to believe what logic dictates. He kind of looked a little bit shaken, and he'd only been clean from heroin for about, I think it was 3 months. And I kind of pulled back a little bit, because I thought to myself, well, if he's going through this, he can really use all the help he can get. I've never taken heroin or anything like that, but I have had friends that have been addicted to heroin, and I know that it's not the easiest thing to overcome. It's highly addictive, obviously. So you need all the help you can get. And if I go through something where I'm feeling a little bit, shaken, or I need some help, I have other things that I can rely on, that I can lean on, i.e. my family, my wife, my friends. He might not have necessarily had that. He might have lost some friends or family through disputes that come along with something like drug addiction. Maybe he doesn't have that as a crutch, and I understand that a lot of people do use religion as a crutch. You know, it gets them through tough times. So then I started thinking afterwards, you know, to be honest with you, I did feel a little bit guilty that I'd questioned his religion, and I just thought, as an atheist, should I even be trying to convince? It's not even that I was trying to convince him. It's not even that I was trying to convince him to be an atheist. But should I have just kept it to myself? Maybe, I don't know. That we have freedom of speech, but do we always have to exercise it? I honestly, I didn't know. I felt guilty, and I don't know if I was right to feel guilty. But afterwards, I did. I felt bad for him. He seemed a little bit deflated after he'd spoken to me, and I don't want to I don't want to have that effect on people. That's just really a question that I wanted to put out there to atheists. Would you like it if there was no religion? If so, why? And if you were in the situation that I was in, where you'd met someone who was going through a lot, it doesn't necessarily have to be heroin addiction. It can also be, you know, a loss in the family or something like that. Would you put it forward that you're an atheist and you believe that the person that they'd lost was just dead and not coming back? Would you take away any hope from them? And if so, why? Why would you do that? Because I'm unclear on it. I know what I believe, but I also know that I'd probably be happier if I believed that there was a heaven. I probably would feel a lot more secure. So should we take that away from people if given the opportunity, just because we can? If you'd like to leave a message in the comment section below, I'd really be interested in feedback from everyone. Thanks a lot.